Hello, folks. Today we're going to talk about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, right? And a couple of things that I hope we can get in a firmware update or in the next version. Even though I'm not that hopeful that we're going to get a newer version that soon, because this little baby here is being sold as hell still, and it's being still massively produced because it's good. It's damn good as a device, as a camera, as a quick thing to use. So that's the thing. And I believe that if we manage to get these things here, this camera could be even better. Because currently we just have a temperature slide, right? So if we will be able to even get a tint slide, we could actually adjust our image properly, even better. I don't know. I tried to find the tint slide even in the phone app, but I couldn't find it. And if you know if the camera actually has it, because I haven't been able to find any resources on that, please let me know down in the comment. But for my knowledge, there isn't one, and I would love to have one, especially for my type of skin, because sometimes I've seen that it tends to go a little bit on the purplish side, which is totally normal. Darker skin tends to always go towards a little bit more on the purple side. That's why I think on Sony cameras, dark skin are actually pretty good because they tend to go on the green side, so it kind of balance a little bit better. But whatever, in any case, it will be good to get a tint slide so we can have the ultimate way to properly expose our camera straight from the camera, right? As for now, when you touch on your face and you are like in automatic mode, the camera tries to expose for your face, but I haven't find that exposure to work really well, at least for me, because if you are like in a room where there is a high contrast going on, it has difficulties on exposing skin and exposing like a person because it's trying to expose the whole overall scene anyway, without leaving anything blown out. And it's a bit gimmicky, and I think having like a proper face exposure mode, it will be really cool, especially because the Ace Pro 2, the new one that just came out, looking at Peter Lingard's video, for example, if I will be able to post it here, I will do it so you can understand what I mean. There is really this feature, I don't know if it's AI or whatever it is, but it's literally properly exposing him and the background without leaving anything like, blown out or whatever. So that could be a cool feature that we can get into the Osmo Pocket 3 if we don't have it already, because I haven't been able to find it anywhere. Or the only feature I know is like when you tap someone's face, then the scene will like, expose properly for your face. But yeah, it's not working properly as I've seen others like the Ace Pro 2 doing. So that could be a cool thing to look out to, and to receive, right? Since it has a Bluetooth, to be able to like connect it to like your Bluetooth headset, so headphone or earphones, it will be super cool because then you will have proper monitoring going on, and you don't need to connect any cable or adapters to be able to do that, because this little bad boy here can be used for things like podcasts, for example. If you are in a pinch and you just need to record something really quick and really cool, or you are in a tight space and you want to use a smaller camera and stuff, this camera will serve you pretty well for that. So it will be cool to be able to have the Bluetooth feature to be able to just like monitor it, because we have Bluetooth in there, right? So why not using it to monitor, for example? This case, for how good it is finicky because the sensor keeps moving and bouncing around if you leave it in a pocket. So I will always suggest you to put it in a place where you know that you're not going to have anything else than that, because yes, it will protect it, but the sensor moves in any case. Wait, I'll just show you. Right? So the case is here, and here's the sensor. If I just do like this, the sensor moves. And there have been numerous part of the times where I have used it, where I would just take out the the Osmo Pocket from my pocket, and the sensor is just like has turned completely like this and just dangling like this. And I'm like, luckily I didn't have my key or anything in my pocket. If not, that sensor could have been scratched. So that's the thing. There have been, I think, numerous companies who have created now a case for it, but I think many of them don't have anything where I can then save the mic 2 on, or like this kind of package. So it will be cool. Like, I think the only thing they just need to do is like bump this side a little bit outside, create like something that will just be here, that it will be able to, to just lock it. And that's pretty much it, I believe. But I'm not an engineer or mechanic or whatever. So those are my suggestions. So it will be cool, though, to have those features, in my opinion. Why not having the full D-Log, right? Because it would be so cool to be even able to 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 just squeeze the most as you can from this amazing sensor, because it is an amazing sensor. And I feel like this is a pro camera in its range of cameras, of course, but you can do pro things with this thing. So why not having a pro log version to be able to, you know, squeeze everything that you can from the image? D-Log M is nowhere bad, obviously, but having the most flatter and pleasing image from the D-Log, it will be super cool. And especially because they have the D-Log profile already saved in DaVinci Resolve. So that could even make it better when you are like converting it. Instead of just using a lot, you could actually use a real conversion tool to just squeeze the most dynamic range out of the sensor, right? So that would be super cool. So it would be cool to be able to just be able to control it, right? And decide what aperture we want to use, especially if you don't have an ND filter with you, or you don't want to use an ND filter and you don't mind not having the blurry background, and but you still want to keep, your motion blur, or at least as close as possible to double your frame rate, then that controlling of the aperture could be really, really cool and come in handy. What are your thoughts? Share them down below with me. Let's have a chat. And I'm not complaining about this. I'm just stating some things that I would really love to see. But this is a beast. Like, it's not bad in any case. I'm just bringing in conversation of things that could be done and things that could be implemented. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So take good care of yourself, and hope to see you in the next one. Consider subscribing if you like this kind of content, because there is way more coming. Okay, see you in the next one.